physician and a Feng Shui practitioner here to share with you some insights about geomancy, or otherwise known as Feng Shui. And then for today, let's have some fun. Okay? As the myth went, something like when Buddha was in trouble, she asked for help. The first animal that arrived is actually the ox. But the first one to cross the red line is the pasaway, talagang the hugot guy, the rat. So officially, rat is the first, followed by the ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. What's the importance of these 12 signs of the zodiac, Chinese zodiac? It's the year of the dog. Officially starts tomorrow, February 16, 2018, and it will end February 4, 2019. Basic elements, the earth. 12 animal sign that changes cyclically every 12 years, while the elements every 2 years it changes. Like it used to be the fire rooster this year. Today, this moment still fire rooster. Tomorrow it's gonna be an earth dog, and February 5, 2019 it's an earth pig. And 2020, year 2020 is gonna be year of the metal rat. So it goes. So you know sino yung kontra, or who is the chong as we call it. Okay? So year of the dog, the number one enemy is the dragon. 6 years difference. Pig is against the snake, rat against the horse, down the line. So as we go along, next please. Year of the rat, some short readings. Those born in 1924, 36, 48, 60, 72, 1984, 1996, 2008. You belong to the year of the rat. A little reading for what's the relationship of the rat with the earth dog. More disadvantage than advantages things happen in the daily activities for 2018. Something like if you make 10 transactions for the last 2-3 years, which was so good, this year it might be down to 4 or 5. But take note, the volume, the endpoint, it's more than you expect. So it's still quite okay. But you have to be careful. Like some famous rat people will always be in trouble this coming year. Okay? Next, please. Next animal is the ox. Born 1925, 1937, 49, 61, 72, 85, 97, 2009. Ox is that kind of person who usually brings luck to the family, to the loved ones, to the company itself. Okay? They're always the last and the priority. They always bring joy. But this year, 2018, more joy, more luck to family and friends. The ox, they're gonna be doing so much, so good. Next sign, the third is the year of the tiger, one of the most blessed signs for you 2018. Business undertakings, career will progress smoothly. Less snags, less trouble. Very stable financial conditions. It's a time for you to spread your wings, soar up high. Wag lang sa Kuwait. You can go elsewhere. You can go abroad. You have the tiger. Greener pasture as long as complete papers, please. Okay? Not one way to Kuwait. Tiger is gonna be a good year. Year of the rabbit. Rooster's number one enemy, the one leaving by tonight, the number one enemy of rooster was the rabbit. So congratulations for those who belong to the year of rabbit. You survived. Well done. This year will be quite challenging, still challenging, but money start to trickle in. Health will be much, much better. You'll be at the peak of your health. But it's not the right time to shift career. Meaning to say, there might be a good offer, compensation-wise, a little difference. Don't go for it unless it's latter part of the year, the last quarter. Next, the fifth sign, the dragon. For the Chinese astrological sign, dragon is the most supreme. This is the sign being sought after by the MIL, the mother-in-law-to-be in the Chinese community. Dragon is 6 years difference from the dog, so dragon expected for this year is not that good omen. Meaning to say, lots of unexpected, unwanted expenses. It's not the ideal time for you to go for business expansion. Not the time to shift gear, transfer from one company to another. Be careful, make due diligence. Whatever exists, whatever is with you, just continue. But don't dare start new venture. Okay? And then quite unsolicited advice for those born under Year of the Dragon, 1928, 40, 52, 64, 76, 88, 2000, 2012. To refrain from visiting the witch, kalamay, chapel, church, whatever. the disease or the diseased person who's negative, but the environment. You carry negative energy, go to those places, you might get more energy. In Tagalog, we call it daming sasabit. Okay? But frequent asked question. My colleagues, physician, and then nurses, get involved. It's a call of duty. They have to do it. But the point is, they're being compensated. They're being paid to do the job. That's why there's no karmic link. But you, a very good friend, someone passed away, your loved ones, no choice but to go. Yes, go, but don't get near the coffin. And when you leave, never make bye-bye. No paalam. And just in case to avoid anything, unsolicited prescription is a sachet, supot. You put 1 tablespoonful of rice, uncooked rice. Yes, I know NFA rice now 38, 39 pesos going up, but don't make it big. Just 1 tablespoonful. Together mixed with table salt. Rice is to imbibe to get all the energy, good or bad. Salt is to repel, to deter. Put them in 1 sachet, put it in your wallet, in your bag, in your pocket, before you go to the wake or to the hospital. So, pay your respect, show your love, attendance check. When you leave, do cleansing. It is just holding that sachet, taken from the bag wallet, we call it in Hinduism, the chakra energy center. From the crown to the head, the throat, the heart, solar plexus, genitalia, and extremities, touching or not touching, clockwise or counterclockwise, cleansing 3 times. Before you go to your car, throw that sachet, throw it away. Don't make it in, okay? But if you have a trouble with your fiancé or your boyfriend, give it to him. But don't join him in his car, okay? That's a joke. So, that sachet is to be thrown away. And don't go straight to your home or to your office. You make pagpag in Tagalog. So go to a densely populated open space, go down the car, stamp your right foot 3 times para walang kakapit. No one unwanted energy will join you. For the year of the dragon, health is wealth. The 6th sign is the year of the snake sign. Snake is one of the favorable signs this year, especially on career or money matters, regardless of your elements. Favorable financial stable conditions, but more expenses. So, save. And word of precaution. 2019, February 5, starts of year of the pig. And pig is the #1 enemy of the snake. It's gonna be a very heavy, mabigat na year for you, year of the snake. So, the key word now for this year, lots of money coming in, lots of opportunities. The key word is save. Okay, it's gonna be good. So, do your best. Next is year of the horse. Of all the 12 animal signs, this is the most blessed. This is a superstar. All lucky stars, all the charms are with you, year of the horse. Gallop, don't just trot along. Lahat ng gustong gawin, hindi nagawa before, implement it, do it now, this year. Starting tomorrow. It's very progressive, very productive for you of the horse. It's a time for you to make career movement as long as after due diligence, after knowing what it's all about, complete papers, go for it. For those single, best time for you to get married. Malagay ka na sa gulo. Year of the horse. Next is year of the sheep or goat. Okay? And then, sheep is gonna be blessed with good health, productive wealth. It's gonna be a very good year. Okay? And then, lucky stars, guardian angels are all in your sign. All you have to do, due diligence, hard work, tiyaga at sikap, it's gonna be very productive, year of the sheep. And then you have to implement plans, and then you have to widen your investment. This is the time for you to move, to go. Year of the sheep or goat, it's gonna be a good year. Year of the monkey. Monkey this year is sort of a roller coaster ride. Meaning to say, pag meron, pag wala, wala. So, you have, using your cleverness, using your resourcefulness, you have to dig deeper. You have to think harder. So, ang mga monkey magaling lumusot. No? They're gonna make palusot almost always. They're very good. But you of the monkey, avoid confrontations. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Enjoy life. Next, you of the rooster. This rooster is patapos na up to today only. Okay? So, last year was a fire rooster. So, those born with the roosters are so noisy, so flamboyant, so egoistic, they never go wrong as they claim and never take orders. like those in the palace. Our leader belong to this sign. And most of my friends, roosters, they're so proud. In Tagalog, we call it tuka ng tuka, putak ng putak, kahit wala na. They're the most proud. But 2018, it will be a better year for them, believe me. Okay? Whatever they started, they're gonna finish it. And they're gonna do better. And this year, it's not a fire element, it's an earth element, grounded, down to earth. They're gonna do it more gently. They're gonna be more successful. This time, they will use their brain cells and not their emotion. You have the rooster, it's gonna be good. Next is the year of the dog. It's not necessarily you're a dog sign, it's gonna be good for you. It depends on the element also, the major sign and the minor sign. Dog year, I call it 2018. What kind of a dog? It's not a ferocious dog. It's kind of amiable, very behave, obey, follow the rules, follow the order. It's gonna be a very peaceful, nice, loving dog like Shih Tzu, Pekingese, or Chihuahua. It's not a Doberman. Unlike that in the States, it's a fire dog. Fire element, palaaway, nangangagat. But 2018 is an earth dog. It's gonna be good. So, speaking of earth dog, it will be also good for our country, economically, financially speaking. Dog, for those belonging to the year of the dog, very financial stable conditions like PH. It's gonna be good. Just due diligence, safe, and the proper move, proper timing, it's gonna be okay. Last but not least, the year of the pig. Born 1935, 47, 59, 71, 83, 95, 2007, 2019. For those who belong to the year of the pig, one of the most dominant, most proud sign. The theme song is me and me against the world. But they're almost always proven right. Very stable money matters. Job, career, on the way up. And then opportunities, wow. If you play your card right, tiyaga, sipag, due diligence, your luck, your fortune, from 2018 all the way to 2020. So play your card right, you have the pig, you'll be in proper place in the proper time. Those are the 12 animal signs. I've spoken earlier about the 6 years difference contra o chong. Now, we go naman to the positive side. This is what I call the BFF, the best friend forever theory. This is the one I use in matchmaking, who is compatible with whom. So year of the rat goes well with the monkey and the dragon. If 6 years difference is negative, 4 years or 8 years difference, that's the best combination. So for business consultation, I usually ask if you have partners, what are the signs of your partners? Is it good or bad? What elements? So again, year of the rat goes well with monkey and dragon. The next group, the ox, compatible with roosters and snake. So your ox, you're very good in transforming everything energy. Rooster, on the way up. Snake, very good. So these 3 signs will do very well as partner. Next group, the tiger, the dog, and the horse. Also positive. Okay, the dog you might not be sure, but rely on the horse and go for the tiger. Something like the horse who carry everything, administration. Tiger for the finances. Dog loyalty, assets also, and marketing. So they do well, right combination. Last but not least, the last group, the rabbit goes well with the pig and the sheep or goat. Rabbit starting to win up from the last year's misfortunes, and then the pig incoming lots of fortunes. The sheep is now. So one is yesterday, which is history. One is the mystery, that's tomorrow. So go with the one who is present, the gift, that is the sheep. That's the best combination. Okay? And then, as I said earlier, after the 12 animal signs, we now go to the 5 basic elements. It changes, it's transformed every 2 years. Like it used to be a fire monkey, then fire rooster. Now it's earth dog, earth pig. After that, 2020, it's gonna be metal earth. It's gonna be metal rat and then metal ox. It goes every 2 years. Okay, what's the significance of these elements? When I'm consulted, somebody born with a sign of wood, this is my advice. Big or small, medium enterprise as we go along, agriculture. I have a friend in Alfonso, Cavite, with a very small lot. So I prescribe with a sign and then with the elements, she make tanim patola and okra, all these greens. And they are not vegetarian at that. But would you believe, this okra and patola are exported to Japan to make loofah, those for the vanity thing, for the skin. And then from 1 lot, 1 hectare, it's now 25 hectares, all planted to okra and patola. Export to Germany and to Japan. Start small, start short, but with the proper timing, with the use of Feng Shui principle, it's gonna make good. Agriculture, that's one good business. Next is the fire. Fire is not that compatible with earth, so erratic energy, like stock markets. It's highly speculative. If you don't have extra mula, it's just for daily living, please don't go into the stocks. Okay? Same thing with the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. It's soon gonna be a fad here, but please don't go to that. Gasoline station, fluctuating petroleum prices, not advisable. Restaurants is good, the exception to the rule. All I ask when you build a restaurant is something like 3 questions asked: location, location, and location. Location of the cashier, location of the door facing what auspicious sites, and location of the stove or the cooking implements. No need for franchise name, you're just spending for the name. Start a small carinderia near a sort of terminal. As long as cash basis, SME, you're gonna do well with the restaurants. Another element, one of the best, and it jives with the earth dog: agriculture, property, real estate, building construction, interior designing. My friends doing interior designing, no more time for family. It's all work, work, work. It's very good. Furnitures for SME. If I find in Pampanga, start small with all those furnitures along the highway, and then introduce to a good interior designer. She becomes the contractor, the supplier, and everything export to Middle East 3-4 years ago. Furniture is a good business. Real estate, you provide carinderia, restaurant, to a site in the real estate. It's going to be good for SME businesses. Okay. And then second to the last, metal, compatible with the earth element. This is one of the best business nowadays. Business process outsourcing, buy and sell, trading, technologies like you people where you are now, with the 6 waves of the new technology, from the data science to the blockchain, starting with the cryptocurrency, you will never do wrong. Jewelry is also good. Mining, questionable. And other than BPO, there's a new breed. We call it POGO, Parkour Online Gaming Operator. Go somewhere down in Makati on the Riles near Buendia. 6 to 7, graveyard shift off na. You see all this from mainland Chinese. And you see the newspaper, Department of Labor and Employment, almost every month, list of foreign employees. Majority are translator and sort of interpreter. They're all about online gaming. They fill up Salcedo Village and elsewhere. But recently, most of them, 20% transfer now to Pasay City, due to taxation or whatsoever. As a small, medium enterprise, carinderia again serving this thing, but not serving Filipino food, serving lugaw or noodles. You will never go wrong. This is a very good element. And last but not least, the water element. Banking, financing, so and so, not much. Transportation, you ask MRT3, and you know it's not good. Those are the elements associated with the Feng Shui sign. I keep on saying Feng Shui, Feng Shui. In Chinese, we don't have alphabets. We just have character. The two, it's Feng meaning air, and Shui, it's water. In Mandarin, it's Feng Shui. In Fukienese Amoy, it's Hong Shui. My objective is only single purpose, to make money, period. Okay? And then how do I do it? It's just a matter of why the table here, the desk, why the computer there, the cashier not here, why facing this side and that side. And what is my kind of Feng Shui? 6 components, namely location, direction, using of numbers, numerology, and colors, astrology, and the most important factor, common sense. Okay? Location. Why is Southern Hemisphere doing good? Okay? And then Northern Hemisphere not that good. So you go south. Where? Down South Philippines, regional, it's Visayas Mindanao. It's gonna do well. And then ASEAN countries, Southeast Asia. Namely, China, GDP of 6.9, Vietnam 6.8, Philippines 6.7. Philippines would have made it 7.2, but due to too much politics, we were dragged behind. Vietnam has a new study. they produce now the best, better English speaking people than Philippines now, they claim. So BPO is quite precarious. Location, why here not there? Okay, those things. Next please, direction. East, west, north, south. East direction symbolizes earth and wood element. West is for metal, north Neptune is water, and south is the fire. So for the health, people usually goes facing the morning sun, the east. That's good for health, for harmony, for relationship. Capital of the Philippines, Manila City, where I belong. It's on the western part. West is something like sunset, kaput, patapos na, pawala na. So Manila as a capital will never make it good. It's a sinking city. And Manila City Hall, topical view from a helicopter, it's shaped like a coffin. So bad Feng Shui. Yeah. And then next to the east, west, north, south thing, you always go south. Like business-wise, if it's restaurant, the cooking implements, stove, microwave, everything should be on the southern part of the kitchen. Why? South is symbolizes fire. Okay? That's one of the most important things. Next is using of numbers. Why is that last number 168 very notorious, the 168 mode, where I live across the street? The formula is the pronunciation other than the number of strokes. So 168 in Mandarin is pronounced ilu, fa. Number 8, that is infinity, that is fa, that is fortune. When you play mahjong, the one in green character, that's fa. Yeah, you never go wrong, 168. And that goes also with 8, infinity, never finish. We sometimes have those nuts in red, those parang infinite nuts. Okay? Next is number 7, 777. Make it into single digit, that's 21. 2 plus 1, it's 3. The Holy Trinity, the Pyramid of Egypt, a very fast-moving number. 9, the lucky 9, the mystical 9. Any number multiplied by 9, total, when you make it to single digit, it will give you 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9 digits multiplied by 9 will give you 11-digit product. You add it all together, it will produce the lucky 9. One word of precaution for Chinese 9. If your birthday ends in 9, tomorrow you're celebrating your 39, 49, 59, 69 birthday. It is quite important. You have to skip 1 year. Number birthday ending in 9 is negative. It's not good for health. So the grannies, the nannies, lola, we always celebrate the 40th, 50th, 60th, 70th, 80th birthday para to cast out the negative effect of the overt open 9. If it's 27, 36, tomorrow you'll be 36. Wow, that's not good for health. So, but there's a cure and antidote. What do? Blow out. Treat your friends. No need to be grandiose. It can be just one pack lunch or just one drinks. But for the female, using the credit card of your boyfriend, of your husband, it will never work. It should be coming from your purse. It should be coming from your back, hard-earned money. Treat other people and it will never go wrong. The only number I avoid is number 4. In Mandarin, it's pronounced shi. In Fukienese, it's si. It rhymes with the Chinese character. That means death. When I deal with people, birthday, the month, the day, and the year, all add together, if it's equal to 4, you're dealing with a sort of someone who never think out of the box. A very structured mind, structured person. Okay. Just in case you live in the 4th floor, there's 401, 402, 4A, 4B to cast out the negative effect of the single number 4. Like plate number 444, that's 12. 1 plus 2, that's 3. That's a good number. Okay? The only number like 13, 1, 3, it's not bad. But 1 plus 3, it's 4. So that's the only number I avoid, number 4. Next to the numbers, let's play with some colors. Okay? Chinese, you never go wrong with the red color. Red absorbs positive energy and repels the tail's negative energy. Even in Filipino practice, from Mount Banahaw to Quiapo, all amulets, anting-anting, always inside a red pouch. Santo Niño, those icons, images, always in the red pouch. Okay, in Chinese, we give out tomorrow, middle of the night, the Lola's gift red envelope with money. Coins or whatsoever. Please don't give blank check. There's no value into it. Okay? Give coins. And then the belief is 10 folds ang balik, ang swerte. it will be sort of reimbursed in a natural way by the universe. Red envelope, you never go wrong. Okay? Green is the green box, the color of money. Blue is friendship, camaraderie, healing. Earth colors, it's an earth dog and very close with metal. So, what are the fashionistas color for the year 2018? Pastels, beige, ivory, and then some metallic like bronze, things colors like that. Black is not bad. Black is not for the dead. Black is elegance. It's a color of water. The color I avoid actually is ash gray, dark gray. Ash to ash, dust to dust. No money in it. And the most is, I refrain also from using the color of violet or lilac. Nothing negative, nothing wrong, but it's the most spiritual color, and again, there's no money. When I do schools, when I do faculty center or HR room, I almost always use violet. Why? Like amethyst, it cools those high-strung or hypochondriac people, keep them cool. Violet amethyst is very good at that. Okay? After colors, and I think that's it. Okay, there are some questions addressed to me. Okay, the question goes like this. The question was from a metal ship person. What lucky things can we put inside for a shop to attract more sales? Okay, this speaks highly of the charms. What is to attract the positive energy? Personally, I have nothing against charms. It's your right, it's your privilege, and it's sort of a complementary energy. But for me, the best charms of them all is the inner charm. What makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy, follow your heart, follow the middle path, that's the best. But to answer that question from that certain person, some of the good charms that you can sort of procure or you can secure is, you see like a Korean cat that waves like this, so for the money to come in. Some put pineapple, a pear. Pineapple in Chinese, in Fukinese, is pronounced Ong Lai. Ong is suerte, luck. Lai is come to papa, to attract. Okay? Some put arowana, that Taiwanese Feng Shui arowana fish, or to be more profound, it's an aquarium. Should be placed ideally on the northern part of the house. When you use a compass, it's pointed, the pointer always goes north due to Arctic pole, gravitational pull. Aquarium should be in the north. North is the water component. Okay, and then what else? Some other charms like pineapple, and then like you see, you go Chinatown, it's all tikoy, it's all those malakit thing. You don't have tikoy, you can buy bibingka. Okay, you can buy those sticky thing. The symbolism is for the luck to stick on and family sticking together, staying together. Okay. Next question, wood dog. If our business is in danger of having bad luck this year, how do we counter it? Okay, it's a wood dog. So at least you're not a dragon sign. Wood dog, wood and earth are still compatible. But if you're so apprehensive of something like bad luck, to counter it is just using those positive charms. Okay, one thing to counter, pangontra as we call it, those chimes, wood chimes or metal chimes, it should be placed outside the establishment, outside the door. And please don't use it as a doorbell. So usually people put it inside the glass door. Once somebody comes in, clang, 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 it would never work. It should be placed outside the door. Some use bagwa, the octagonal thing with lots of lines. Those are prayers or mantra or orasyon written. Bagwa is used to repel all negative energy. When I do housing or development, glass tower, 55-story. How can I put it? How big the bagwa will it be? So it sounds ridiculous. What I do is glass tinted. Okay? Anything is repelled out. The common sense. Okay? Next question. From a metal horse. Does Feng Shui apply to online stores? If you're a metal horse, metal and then element is metal, the sign is horse, it is gonna be good. And then would it be good using Feng Shui principles in this sort of app stores or these lines? You're gonna do well. with the advent of technology, with all these apps, or you can do some retails, supplying accessories, all those gadgets, all those connectors. It's gonna be good. My only concern is more of where is the location of the shop. That's it. But as you, a horse, a metal at that, go for it. It's gonna be good. Wood pig. Are there everyday rituals that can make you or your business more successful? Yes, there is. Prayers. Number 2, hard work. Number 3, tiyaga at sipag, make tipid. Okay? That's my ritual. Before I go out, I'll make it sure my wallet may laman. Kahit barya, as long as may laman. Make the sign of cross if you're Catholic. If you're a Buddhist or Taoist, 1 stick of incense. Something like that for guidance. Prayers will do the best. And if you're a Catholic, pangontra to any negative elements or component whatsoever in the environment, Saint Benedictine medallion is the best in the Catholicism. In Chinese, you go to Taoist temple, ask for the holy paper, and then everything in a red pouch. Okay. Next question. Earth snake. If I'm with a business partner that is not compatible with my zodiac sign, what the hell are you doing with him in the first place? Is it advisable to get out of business with them? Not necessarily. For me, strictly, Earth snake, it's a good sign. I can sort of invest it in, I can fight with it. I have to know what are the sign of the other partners. Like I told you earlier, using that principle, that formula na BFF, who's compatible, who's not. So snake, number 1 enemy is the pig. If it's a pig, watch out. You'll be overwhelmed. And then the pig success and batting average is going up. You snake is waning. So you're at the losing end. You have to get out, not your partner. Things like that. Or make lateral movement. Or if he cannot buy you out, you buy him out. Everything can be worked out. Or you get a neutral partner to be the mediator. Something like that. And you turn to be a silent partner as an investor. Okay? There's different ways to skin a cat. Sort of. Any more questions? Closing remarks. So for me, I usually suggest people, I can do the best Feng Shui for you, applying all the principles, applying everything I know. But if you lack the last component, the common sense, it will never work. In Tagalog, as we say, nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. And in English, do your best, and God will take care of the rest. Good afternoon, and Kyung Hi Wat Sai again. Thank you.